All right, so we found out that there was odd behavior. We got prepared for the diagnosis. You went through the diagnosis, so insert your emotional attribution or how you would describe that experience right now. So I'll leave that up to you. So now you might be wondering, now what? Where do we go from here, right? We're gonna talk about it right now. ASD with Daniel D. Let's go. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Daniel, you're you, and it's very nice to meet you. We got a great one for you today. You know how this channel works. Everything is time marked in the description below. We don't waste time here. You know how we do. Go on down there, click your favorite point, click the time marker, whatever you want to watch. Share it with anybody that you think the content is appropriate for. And if you like it, then go back and watch the rest. And if all that is good, then hit the subscribe button and let's build this thing together and share it with whoever you think this content is appropriate for. On that note, without wasting any time, we've got 3 tips on how to gain a new perspective on your child with an autism spectrum disorder.
Well, I'll tell you what, kids, there's a kind of odd thing here. Your wrist, as far as I can tell, is it's fractured in 3 places. And you've shattered 2 vertebrae, because I can't really be certain without an x-ray, but the bone protrusion through the skin, that's not a good sign. And your body temperature's below 80, and your heart's stopped beating. What the hell does that mean? Exactly what. I think I'm gonna get a second opinion.
Okay, so even though this is the same child and you're still you and that's still your baby, there are new variables at play here. So it's possible that we need to calibrate our perspective on how we see their past, present, and future in preparation for the next step of this evolutionary journey. That way it sets you up for success because your expectations are right and you know how to measure them on this journey, so that way you don't get frustrated when you have to explain something to them perhaps more times than what you wanted, or they're not getting it, or they get it very fast. It's all over the place, right? But I'm telling you right now that whatever perspective you had before this, just pin it. You don't have to get rid of it. They could still be all the things in your mind that perhaps you wanted your children to be. But we need to learn. We need to pick up some books. We need to watch some videos. We need to understand first and foremost, and then we can sort of amalgamate all of those things together and then see where it goes from here. Even though there's a longing within us to just be parents to our children, like, I just want to be their dad, or I just want to be their mom, or I just want to be their brother, or I just want to be that role. That ship has sailed. You will never just be this role anymore. You are the counselor, you're the educator, you're the therapist, you're the encourager, you are the protector. And of course you're these roles to all of your children. I get that. But when your child has an autism spectrum disorder and special needs, you are that to the nth degree. And it's hyper, right? It's like hyper magnified with this child. So we need to take all that into consideration as we form a more successful perspective on the next step for our child with an autism spectrum disorder. And with that new perspective, we can open ourselves up to some new things.
But don't you think my dress?
Yes, it's lovely, dear. Good heavens, child. You can't go in that. Now, bibbidi-bobbidi, bibbidi-bobbidi.
Yeah, that's right. We keep it classy on this channel. Without wasting time, let's move on to point number 1. Refresh your dreams, not your ambition.
Stars shining bright above you. Night breezes seem to whisper, I love you. Birds singing in the sycamore tree. Dream a little dream of me.
Love that song. It illustrates the art of the possible. You owe it to yourself to take a step back and dream for your child, and to be bullish about those dreams, about all the things that you want to happen for their child, not whatever somebody told you their ceiling is or what they're capable of, or what this article said, or even what your psychiatrist, the person who diagnosed them said. It doesn't matter, right? What do you want for your child? What dreams do you have, and how bullish are you being about it? We don't want to abandon ambition here. That's not an option. But we do want to take a step back and dare to dream for our child and ascribe to that and find ways to work towards that. Think about their relationships. Think about the things that you want them to do. We don't disregard ambition at all. That is not an option. But we may need to sort of redefine our dreams and the phases they occur in and what that journey is. So point number one would be to refresh your dreams, not your ambition. As an illustration, I wanted all of my sons to play basketball. I played basketball when I was younger. Certainly wasn't really that good, but I loved it. I thought it was fun. And I'm a tall dude, and I figure all my kids will play. My oldest does not have autism. He got pretty good at basketball, played a couple years in college. I'll put his highlights up here if you want to see. And he's hopefully going to continue on that journey. We'll see how it goes. Now, naturally, I'm thinking with my next child, they're going to be good at basketball as well, right? Well, whereas my oldest sunk his first jump shot at 4 years old, my child with autism sunk his first jump shot at 11 years old. Am I any more proud of one than the other? Absolutely not. But the journeys to get there were vastly different. But it didn't stop my ambition. It didn't stop my dream. It didn't stop the art of what they're capable of. And when I say dream, I really don't care if it was basketball, baseball. The activity doesn't matter. That's not the idea here. The idea is that I dared and really, really wanted them to do the things that maybe he wanted to do, or just at least prove to himself that he can do it. And then if he chooses not to ever score another basket for the rest of his life, that is okay. I really don't care. But I wanted him to have the skill to be able to do it. The motor functions, the gross motor skills, the fine motor skills, and just the ability to do it. Maybe his friends want to shoot a basket and he needs to know how to do those types of activities. So in that regard, my ambition was never dulled. My dream was redefined, and that's how this works. Definitely don't be afraid to do it. Dream big. Of course, the path is going to be tougher. It's going to be harder. It's going to require more patience, but that's why you are here. That's why you are the parent. That's why you are the champion. That's why you are chosen for the role that you play, to do this and execute this, because of all the people on this planet, the one person who can do it and must do it is you. So dream big. Hey guys, thanks for watching part 1 on how to gain a new perspective on your child with ASD. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you're getting something out of it. Go ahead and click on the thumbnail for part number 2, or hang around because it's coming right up.